number one, this is one that we've learned directly from Tom Todoroff, and I think it's probably one of the most little used tips. I didn't know about it. I never thought about it before, but removing punctuation and stage directions. Boom. So what are we talking about here? The second you get your sides, either retype them or rewrite them if you're a handwriting type person, but remove all punctuation. So get rid of those goddamn commas, take out those stupid periods, fuck those exclamation points. You might keep a question mark or two, but for the most part, get rid of the punctuation. Now, some of you might be like, what? Oh my God, punctuation. But that's the writer. The writer wrote that. The producers know that there's a period and a comma and all this punctuation. Here's the deal though. Punctuation is written for readers. Punctuation is not written for speech or actors. We don't speak in life in punctuation. We don't say like, I can't even give an example right now, but we think in thoughts. We don't think in sentences. We don't think in commas. We don't think in semicolons or colons. So the second you remove all that punctuation, it's really going to free you up as an actor. It's going to make sure that you avoid the trap of taking a breath at a comma or taking a big pause at a period. That's also going to make sure that if the producers are watching 50 auditions, they're watching 50 people who deliver every line, reading every comma and pausing at every period and doing all the exact same things. There's going to be no life to that audition. Mm-hmm. So one of the first ways you can stand out and pee on it / make it your own is get rid of that punctuation, because that is not life. Acting is not grammatical. Life is not grammatical. It is emotional, and it's more about your emotions and your hips and your heart, a little bit of your head, but get rid of punctuation. Anything more you want to say about punctuation, Brandon?
No, I mean, you gave such a great description, Lars, and like it is about finding the variety in the script. So even if you only have 2 lines and there's a bunch of punctuation in there, you're going to be the one that finds something different because you've taken out that punctuation. You've done this step, and taking this one step can really lead you down a whole new path that maybe nobody else that was auditioning for this role saw. So it is such a highly effective tool.
Right. Yeah. And it's again, the term we always hear from Tom is act at the speed of life. Mm-hmm. Act at the speed of life. And again, listen to a conversation, listen to this podcast right now. If you were to write this out, there would be commas and there'd be periods and there'd be question marks. But right now I'm just ranting and I'm going on a one long thought, and we drive through to the end of thoughts. We don't just speak periods and speak commas. And guess what? If any part of you control freaks out there are listening and you're thinking, oh my God, I can't take the periods out. That's the control and the ego in you. And guess what? No producer or casting director was like, man, did you see how that person played that comma exactly where it was written? Wow. Did you see how at the end of that sentence, they paused because there was a period there? That's exactly how it was written. It's like this guy is inside our brain. No, they're going to be. And the other thing is a little bit of acting or a lot of acting, it needs to be surprising, especially if it's comedy. You have to a certain element of comedy is surprise, and you got to keep people on your toes, and you can't allow your audience, especially the auditioners, you can't allow them to get ahead of you. And if you're doing it slow and to the punctuation, they know exactly where you're going, and they're just sitting watching 50 of these in a row thinking, I want to shoot myself in the head. Like, get to it, make it real. And the second you see any great acting, you're not seeing punctuation. You're seeing a scene that's vibrant and quick, and actors are overlapping each other. It's not my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. So get rid of that punctuation. You're not going to be cast on how well you played a semicolon. And what the hell is a semicolon anyways? Nobody knows. My dad's an English teacher, and he's taught me 1,000 times what a semicolon is, and I still have no idea. So
Oh, it's like me with NFTs.
right. It's almost the same thing. Yeah. So second part of this one is remove stage directions. Now you're probably going to remove about 90% of the stage directions. If there is a line that says, the exception might be the line where it's like, hey, put that gun down. If the line before says he draws his gun, you probably got to keep that stage direction in there. But little things like, he said angrily, or he raises his eyebrow, or he inhales slowly, or he stands up and sits down and stands up and sits down. Again, that stuff is like, no, you're not going to get cast based on that. Like, holy shit. Whoa, bravo, sir. That point in the script where you sat down on the chair exactly where it said he sits down in the chair, you're not going to get cast based on that. So don't worry about that stuff. And
that was an Oscar-worthy sit, if I have anything to say about
it. God, did you see the way that guy sat right there?
I did.
Did you see the way he said that sarcastically in brackets? Like, again, that's there. I mean, the writer's throwing that in there, but if you follow all that stuff, again, if everyone follows that, they're going to watch 50 auditions that are exactly the same, where everyone's following punctuation, they're following stage directions, they know what you're going to do before you even do it. You're not going to surprise everyone. You're going to have a good intellectual reading, and they're going to be like, okay, yeah, he's got some chops. He's able to read. He's able to act. He's able to follow directions. But when they're only going to cast one person out of 500 that are auditioning for it, it's not going to be the person who follows all those directions. And again, if the control freak in you is like, oh, well, what are they? Again, there's no they. It's just about your job your job as the auditioner and as the actor is to color it with your choices, to make it yours, to make it unique, to bring it off the page. So getting rid of punctuation and getting rid of all those silly little stage directions is really going to help with that. And if the point comes, if they're like, well, no, we need you to sit exactly right, then you can take a direction and do that, but you don't need to do that in an audition. And it's just, I can't there you go. Joanna Whaley. Oh, Joanna Whaley. Look at all these people. We got all kinds of Todoroff Conservatory people. I love this because you guys know exactly what we're talking about. So I'm preaching to the choir here.